It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is Joyblade on the Commodore Amiga. I have never played this version of this game. I played Joyblade on the Acorn Electron way back. It was a game I played quite a lot of. There's a key there. You have found a... Okay, thank you. Yeah, I played it a lot on the Electron. I wouldn't say it was a great game, but I played it a lot anyway. I mean, it's kind of... It's not so much a puzzle game as an exploration game. Like, find the things you need. Can I pick that up? I thought I could pick up his uniform. Come on, I've got more than one button here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it is sort of... Come on, I want to see if I can get in the cells. I guess not. Forgotten what I was saying. Which one's me? Okay, didn't even need to do that. I found another cell key. Go me. How do I use it? Okay, that's how you use it. Oh. Yeah, I don't need to kill them because they don't know who I am because I'm in disguise, as you do. Do I need to go in there? I mean, I've got two cells. Does it work? Sod it. We'll just keep going until something. Yeah, hello, another cell key. Cool, nice. I don't know how long my oh dear. Cool. I find that the lack of firing animation a bit rubbish, to be honest. Actually, I mean, I find the whole game kind of rubbish. There is nostalgia involved because I played it on the Electron way back when. But in terms of actually being an enjoyable game for the gameplay, not so much. I have no idea where I'm going. It just seems to be a case of wander around, randomly shoot people, pick up keys and uniforms and you see, that's a B. That says self-destruct. What am I doing? I have no idea. What's the point? What am I meant to do? No. You are bed. No, you are beb. Those are B's. Can you see that? I don't know how well the camera's picking, and the O is an 8. I suppose it's meant to be some kind of chrome reflection thing, maybe, but to me that is a B. You are beb. I'm beb. Hello. I'm not going to play any more of that. That's not good. Didn't enjoy that. There's nostalgia, and I like nostalgia, but I like nostalgia for games that are games, and that's not really a game. That's just... yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. Apologies if I bored you rigid. Hello. Today's question for Q&A is from Sean Woolfenden. Link to his channel down there. He asks, for Q&A, Joypad or joysticks? I prefer joypads to game on.
as the lack of buttons and quality of joysticks seems poor compared to joypads. Yeah. For me, it depends entirely on what system I'm playing on. I like to use original joypads or joysticks. Whatever the system came with is what I want to use to play on it. So if I'm playing a Mega Drive, I want Mega Drive pads. If I'm playing on a PlayStation, I want PlayStation pads. Where the question becomes relevant for me is when I'm using a system that doesn't have its own native controllers. So Amiga and PC mainly. And mostly, well, if I'm using the Amiga, most Amiga games only supported one button. There are some that supported two, there are some that support more than two, and they're mainly like CD32 games. If they support more than one button, I will use the Competition Pro CD32 Joypad. I don't like it. Actually, I think it's horrible. The D-pad on it is horrible. It's just too loose and it makes controlling things difficult. But if you've got to have more than one button, there aren't many other options that I've got. Some games will work with a Mega Drive pad, and yeah, if I could get away with using that, I would. See, Mega Drive pads are an odd one because the Mark I pads can be quite good. I find the Mark II pads horrible. They're too loose. But all of them, when they get old, are kind of crappy. Finding one that's in good condition, that has the right amount of like stiffness but responsiveness, not easy. I don't know if any of mine are particularly good. But if I'm playing an Amiga game that only requires one button, I will use an Atari joystick. I will use one of these. I love these. Any system that will accept one of these that only needs one button, I will use one of these in preference to anything else. Now, people back in the day, and probably still, dislike these. They say they're unresponsive. I say, you don't know how to use it properly. Because I've seen people use them. They're like wrenching it all over the place, saying this isn't responsive enough. You've really got to tug on it. It doesn't move far enough. It ain't meant to move very far. You're doing it wrong. These are really, really, if they haven't been knackered by someone who didn't know how to use it, they're really responsive. You just gentle push and it works. You don't need to wrench them. And once you know how to use them, they're brilliant. It's just not got to have been wrecked by someone. So yeah, if I'm on something that can use one of them and I only need one button, I will use that every time. However, on say on my PC, if I'm gaming on my PC, well, you're gonna need lots of buttons, aren't you? Whatever you're playing, pretty much, if it's a PC game. I use currently a USB Xbox 360 style pad. It is a copy of a 360 pad. I don't like it. Really, I need to be using a PS3 type pad. But compatibility is poorer. Not so many games respond to the PS3 pad, or it seemed that way. I didn't spend a lot of time trying it. But it just seemed whenever I plugged in the 360 pad, it worked straight away. But as a controller, I don't like it. Certainly the one I've got. While it works, just something about the sticks. First of all, I don't like the position of the sticks. I want them to be parallel, not offset. That's just crap. And I will always feel that way about 360 pads and Xbox pads in general. I want my sticks to be parallel. But also I find them to be, compared to PlayStation pads, imprecise. They're kind of, they feel to me or a bit all or nothing. There's no fine adjustment, or I don't know what it is. I don't think it's that they actually are imprecise. It's something to do with the amount of pressure necessary to move the stick. The quality of like the damping on the stick, if you like. Like I said, it's not an actual Xbox 360 pad. I don't think it's a 360 style one. It's probably a bit cheap. It's definitely not great. It's what I use because it's the most compatible, but I don't like it. That being said, while I have a pretty decent gaming laptop, and I've got some good games on it. I've got Grand Theft Auto 5 on it. I play Crisis on it. I haven't actually tried putting anything more modern than that on it. I imagine it will do it. It probably won't do it fantastically well, but it's like the really modern stuff, I don't care. There's nothing out there that I think, I want that. I don't. I sort of, it's like with music, where I hit a brick wall in the late 90s, mid-90s, and stopped progressing in terms of what I was listening to, mostly. I've done that with games as well. I'm not... There's nothing coming out that makes me think, yep, gotta have that, especially not on PC, not much on consoles. I have hit that wall where it's like, they're not catering to me anymore. Things have reached a point where I don't see anything that appeals at all. So the fact that I don't have a great gaming pad on my laptop, which is, I won't say it's long in the tooth, I only bought it this year, but it probably won't play the very, very latest games on the maximum settings. That fact doesn't bother me, because I ain't really buying any PC games. I've stopped, I think. I've stopped progressing in terms of what games I play. Yeah. Okay. Hope that answers your question. It's probably quite a short video. It's too damned hot. I'm sitting here sweating now, and I'm not going to talk any longer because I'm just going to start dripping. Yeah, okay. If you've got any questions you'd like answering in a video like this, leave a question in the comments below. Begin your question with for Q&A, so I know not to just answer it in the comments. And thank you for watching.
What do you mean, subscribe to his Patreon? I already paid for breakfast. What more does he want? What? Oh, seemed he wasn't invited. Oh, I suppose I could eat his as well.